Hey everyone. So this is called a Zoom call, and I was going to share the link and get you guys on here, but I didn't know what everyone's Saturday looked like, and so I thought I would create this video. I'm gonna take the link and I'm gonna put it in the our page in Strongly Lean in 2017 for anyone who is just joining the group who doesn't know how to access the on demand. Because let's face it, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not exactly tech savvy. If someone tells me that something is on a certain website, okay, that's fine. If I subscribe to something, I always think like, where do I find that? Like, it can be mind-boggling. So I thought a video might help you walk you through how to find your workouts. So you've purchased your challenge pack, your Shakeology is on its way, you're getting your containers. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get your containers and go, oh my gosh, these are really little. I'm going to make another video about those. And you're probably wondering, what have I gotten myself into? But I just want you to kind of like take a deep breath if you're just joining, okay? Because number one, you're not alone. And number two, you're not the first person to wonder, what the hell have I done? Right? You're in good hands, and you are not simply, but you are taking steps towards being the healthiest version of you that you can be. And you have at your fingertips amazing tools to do so. So you are a Team Beachbody member. You have a Team Beachbody account. Within your Team Beachbody account, there's all kinds of things that can be somewhat overwhelming. There's recipes, there's blog, there are chat rooms, there's buddies, you can buddy up with each other. I kind of feel like Beachbody has been around long before Facebook. So most coaches run their businesses through Facebook or with the Beachbody My Challenge Tracker app. But the chat rooms and the forums on your Beachbody account is really how Beachbody got started. Basically, they had workouts like P90X and Insanity Asylum that are hard workouts to do, and people were buying them because they were in infomercials. You're sitting there, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, it's late at night, you're kind of feeling blah, you see these infomercials and you think, okay, I gotta do that. You buy it, and then you kind of fail at it because they're hard. And what they were noticing is that people who were doing the workouts in these chat rooms, think before Facebook, they were in these chat rooms and they were supporting one another. They were like, you know what? I couldn't do a burpee when I first started, and now I can do 5. Or I'm with you. I couldn't do push-ups either, and now I am. And people were just doing that because we naturally want to help people. And that's where the coaching opportunity started. And that's why there is still a place in your back office or in your Team Beachbody account where you can buddy up with people. You can follow your progress. That's where you can input your progress and you can submit them and get a t-shirt for completing a program. I mean, it's all there, and it can be somewhat overwhelming. But just know that's been there since before we had Facebook. But that's where the coaching opportunity was born, because they realized that people naturally, number one, you yourself want to be fit and healthy, but we also kind of as a species want to help people. And in this world, when there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of helping going on and a whole lot of kindness going on, it's an outlet for people who would rather have positive things coming through their news feed than all of the negative, depressing, sad realities that are going on. So that's kind of one of the things you're going to see when I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you how to access your Beachbody on demand. Okay, so I'm going to click share screen, and I'm going to share screen. And I'm going to you go over to your account, teambeachbody.com. And I may already be logged in, but I'm going to show you where to. Oh, that's not good. I haven't tried to log on today. Maybe the Team Beachbody account is not working. Oh, okay. This is really good. This is a good lesson. I'm going to show you what to do. See these 3 buttons up here? See how it says redirected you too many times? It just means that my search engine, Beachbody, wants the site to be working for you and not have a bunch of like hang-ups. So it kind of goes to this if you've checked the page a number of times in the past however many hours or days. So I'm going to go to my history, and I'm actually going to clear the history over here, clear browsing data. So what that means is all the things that you've logged into, it's going to log you out of them. So you have to log back in, but it's going to clear all the searching data that your computer's been doing so that it doesn't loop you out or freeze on you, that sort of thing. So it's kind of a good thing. It's just kind of a pain in the butt, especially when you're going to work out. Okay, so I am going to X out of this, and I'm going to X out of this, and I should be able to get into beachbody.com. Here we go. So you're going to sign in up here. And then you're going to put in your email address that you signed up with and the password you signed up with, and you're going to go sign in. Every single one of us, coach or challengers, have this account. So me as a coach, I go in here and that's where my back office is. Okay, that's where like my office is. It's like my desk is in there. So you're going to go over here to Beachbody On Demand. And because I just cleared my browsing history, I'm not signed in. So I'm going to come over here to sign in. And it is the same email and password as your account, like as your Beachbody account. You're going to sign in. And then you are going to find, and if Beachbody is down on Beachbody side, you wouldn't even get this far. And sometimes there's maintenance, sometimes there's glitches in the system, sometimes you can't get on, and it's really frustrating, especially when it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and people are trying to work out. So just bear with me. If that history thing happens, you have to clear your cookies. But if you get this far and things aren't loading, then they're having a glitch on their end. And I'm happy to say it doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. Okay. So because this says workouts in the last 7 days, I've been using BodyV's, my DVDs, just simply because my laptop's upstairs and I work out downstairs. So if you're always using on demand, it's going to count your workouts, which is awesome. But like I said, if I'm using the DVDs, just simply because they're downstairs and my laptop's upstairs. So all of your programs are in here. So programs are all listed. And then I don't know if it looks the same for someone who has purchased an on-demand package right away. It may not say for you purchase programs and member library. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then you'll still be able to find them. So you find the workout that you want to do. So I'm going to start with 21 Day Fix because that's where a lot of people start, and I can really explain the meal plan that goes along with it. So you're going to say, let's get started. So you get this far, you're not feeling too overwhelmed, and now you're like, okay, so now what do I do? You're seeing all this stuff, 21 days, 30 minutes a day, slim and tone cardio. Excuse me, it's rated beginner intermediate. And then there's all this stuff. Like, what is it? Okay, each little blue circle with a red, white triangle is play, and those are the workouts, right? And it tells you if you click on it, it'll tell you if you need equipment, right? Weights and a mat. They're all pretty much weights and a mat except for the cardio and Pilates. How long they are. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to get all of the stuff that would normally come to you. Do I have one here? In the books. My house is a mess. In the books, like, you get a book with the workout. This is not it. This is Miracle Morning. Amazing. You would get your meal plan book. So if you click on each of these, okay, 21 Day Fix food list. So it's going to tell you, it's a nice little graphic that tells you all of the ingredients that fall under each container. And I will tell you that when you are looking at these lists, the foods that are listed up towards the top third of the list are your most nutrient dense. So that means that if you're looking at filling 3 green containers throughout the course of the day, and remember, you're not eating, you're going to get your containers and see that green and go, oh my gosh, that's all the salad I get. You're not going to eat out of the containers unless you get the big blue one, which if you're with me just now and starting with this online group, you get the big blue one. But your green, you're going to measure your spinach and dump it in a container to eat out of. You're going to measure your broccoli and dump that in. That would be 2 greens. So when you're looking at the list of ingredients, the food up towards the top are the most bang for your buck for nutrients. So purple, for example, fruit contains a lot of sugar. Okay. So when you're looking at things like grapefruit and grapes and bananas, they have a higher sugar level than blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries are full of antioxidants because they're very deep in color. Remember, color means nutrients. So the more watery something is, or the more sugar content it has, it's going to be down towards the bottom. That does not mean that on your purple, you can't have applesauce unsweetened as a purple. You can if you want, but I'm going to tell you, if you come to me and say, you know what, my weight loss has plateaued and I'm not really losing weight like I was in the beginning, I'm going to say, let me see what you're eating. Because yes, you're allowed to have honeydew melon and a papaya and I've never heard of a red banana, and kiwi. But if your weight loss has plateaued or you're getting bored with your meal plan, I'm going to say, you know what? Go towards the top of your lists to ensure that you're getting the nutrients that's going along with the calorie burn that you're doing in your workouts. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's just the food list that is available. So you can just kind of quickly glance at that and go, okay, I'm building my meal plan today. What do I want to have in my orange container? Me, myself, I have pumpkin seeds every day for my orange container. There's sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, flaxseed, all ground up, chia seeds. You can add those to your Shakeology if you want. It's already very nutritious. You don't need to do it if you don't want to. There's 21 Day Fix dressings. But what I find for dressings is under the free food, there are lots of things in here that you can create dressing with. For example, lemon, vinegar, balsamic vinegar, and mustard, like a grainy mustard, delicious. A little bit of garlic in there, absolutely delicious, that you can just throw together and you're not using an orange container for the 21 Day Fix recipes. I hope that makes sense. You start to kind of like juggle your containers. For example, a yellow. I don't eat bread. Am I allowed to eat bread? Sure, but I don't use it as a yellow because I know that if I have sweet potato or if I have quinoa and brown rice, those are, they fill me longer and I feel fuller for longer periods of time throughout the day and I don't crash as quickly. Things like English muffins and pita bread. And listen, we had bake your own pizza last night. One of my yellows was a pita, a small pita. I made a pizza on it. And that's just how I chose to use my containers. And that's fine. That's why I don't feel like this is a diet. You are free to choose whichever container that you want to choose. Just know that we're talking about nutrients. We're talking about what is more nutritious for your body. It's going to be yams, sweet potatoes, brown rice versus things like English muffins, bagels, and cereal. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so that's the food list that's in there. And every workout, remember we clicked on 21 Day Fix, every workout is going to have a different meal plan that goes with it. Most of the newer programs, since 21 Day Fix has been around, have created their meal plans around the container system. For example, Body Beast came out before 21 Day Fix, but when you access Body Beast online, the meal plan is changed to take into consideration your containers, whereas before it was macronutrients, micronutrients, and that sort of thing. So there's some FAQs you can have a look at. There's a start here. This is where I want you all to go. Start here. It's a little 8-pager. Okay. This is an example of your workouts. Okay. 21 days. They're specific days. So if you're starting on Monday, Monday starts our preseason. I think some of you want to start your workouts on Monday. You are free to do whatever you want. So if you're starting on Monday, your workout is total body cardio. Tuesday is always upper fix. Wednesday is always lower fix. Thursday is always Pilates fix. Friday is cardio fix. Saturday is dirty 30. And Sunday is yoga fix. That's if you start on a Monday. If you choose to start today on Saturday with total body cardio, that's fine. But the workouts are ordered in a way to get your best calorie burn, but then also to have active rest days like yoga and Pilates, okay? So don't mix and match just because you feel like you really like upper and you want to do upper again. But you're doing total body cardio fix, which is cardio with weights. Then you're going into an upper day. Then you're kind of leaving your upper alone and you're doing lower fix. So now your body's sore, right? After 3 days of real intense workouts, cardio and workout, weights. Then on Thursday, you're going to hit Pilates fix, which is still a difficult workout, but it's a lot of core workout. And so you're taking the work off of your limbs and you're working your core. Right back into cardio, you're starting to burn those calories, you're starting to burn up that lactic acid. If your muscles are sore and you step on that scale, the number's going to be up because your body is holding on to lactic acid. But then the cardio fix gets it out, you're drinking lots of water, your Shakeology breaks down lactic acid, they all work together. It's a process, okay? Okay, and then there's always a double option that you can read up about as well. Step 2, lose weight. Find your 21 Day Fix container plan. So you're going to take your current weight, and this is why I love these programs, you guys. It's not a one size fits all. If you are 250 pounds or you are 125 pounds, you're going to eat very differently depending on what you start at, and that's why I love these programs. You don't have to have a beach body to do a beach body program. In fact, every body can do these programs. So you take your weight, you multiply it by 11. That gives you a baseline of how many calories you should just be eating to survive. Your heart needs to beat, your lungs need to function, your blood needs to circulate. That is your caloric baseline, okay? So you're going to take that number and you're going to add 400 to that score. That's going to give you the calories that you need just to maintain that weight. But we don't want to maintain that weight. We want to take that weight, that number, sorry, and subtract 750. And that's going to give you a target number of how many calories you should be eating throughout the course of the day to take into consideration the calorie burn that you're having with 21-day fixed workouts. And that is why when you go to Core de Force, another Beachbody program, or you go to Body Beast, another workout program, or Country Heat, or any of the other ones that have the 21-day fixed meal plan, you have to still do the formula because you might be in a different bracket depending on the calorie burn, okay? So make sure you're still doing that formula even though you might be doing 21-day fix for a while and you're going to hop on over and you may not be in plan A in that program. Hopefully that makes sense. And so depending on which calorie bracket you're in up here, it's going to give you a plan A, B, C, or D. And then within each plan, you get a different number of containers. So if you're in plan A, you get 3 green, 2 purple, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 teaspoons, which are your oils and your nut butters. So I'm in plan A when I do 21-day fix. So for me, I have at breakfast time, I always have a red and a yellow. So my red might be 2 eggs. It might be 2 meatloaf muffins. It might be yogurt if I've run out of food by the end of the week and I don't leave time to make eggs. That was my yesterday. I didn't leave time to make eggs and I ran out of my meatloaf muffins. And so I had to have Greek yogurt. Notice how I don't just skip breakfast because my routine is thrown off. I still want to have a red in the morning. I also have a yellow. It might be oatmeal. It might be oatmeal muffins. It might be a piece of toast. It depends on what my morning's going like. If my kids are not getting out of bed and I left lunches till the next morning, you guys, I'm real. I'm completely transparent. I'm a busy mom, but I have to make this program work because I love it that much. Midday, I have another protein. I usually have Greek yogurt. And I throw in some raspberries. And you guys, I don't count those raspberries that I throw in my fruit or my yogurt, because it might be 7 raspberries. A purple container is a cup. That's a lot of raspberries. I don't put that many in my yogurt, just to give you an idea of how I kind of divvy up my fruit. I don't have that all in one setting. And then lunchtime, I typically will have a yellow and a red and a green of some combination. It could be spaghetti squash with a meat topping, a meat sauce topping, which that doesn't take into consideration a yellow, but that means I'm probably having yellow for supper, okay? Because I only have 2 yellows for the course of the day. So I juggle my days. I just make sure that I'm eating every few hours and that I'm spreading my containers out. I don't always have a container to have after supper. If I do, it's typically a fruit, because I have half a banana in my Shakeology, but then I don't always have another, like I don't count those raspberries in my yogurt because, like I said, it's 4 or 5 raspberries. It's just enough to kind of give it some sweetness, because I cut out sweetened fruit flavored yogurts. I just have plain Greek yogurt, which is kind of tart. I like having the sweet berries in there. And then I'll have an apple and almond butter, which would be my blue, or my teaspoon, sorry. For my blue, I typically will have feta on a salad, or I'll have avocado with in a wrap, or like with my tacos or my fajitas or whatever I'm having. And so you can play around with it and you can look at the lists and pick and choose how you're going to build your meal plan. It's work. Don't kid yourself. I don't want you to go into this thinking that you don't need to plan your week and you don't have to prep anything. Prepping does not have to take an entire day, but in the beginning, it might feel like it takes a long time. It's very much trial and error. You're seeing what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and you go from there. So be patient with yourself. Okay. And then there's kind of a quick thing on how to use the containers. Okay, let's go into here. So now we have the eating plan. I basically just went over the entire eating plan, but this is the booklet. It's 84 pages. I'm not going to go through it all, but there's obviously a table of contents. It goes through the entire thing. I want you to read this. Read it cover to cover. This is your Bible. I tell my challengers, this is your Bible. This is what you are going to go through as you go through this program. Okay, this is what's going to do. There's your formula. And if I were you, I've printed this page before. I just go to my printer and print page 8, and then I have that to write on. Okay. You can get the sheets. I'll show you where to find them. You can get sheets to print off to track your containers. There's also lots of amazing apps. There's 21-day fix apps that are available for Android and Apple that you can just click off. Every time you eat one of the containers, you just click it and it counts down for you. It's kind of good to watch your day go by. So have a look through here. These are the sheets that you can print online. I'll show you where you can print those. And then obviously that's Carl Deichler. That's my boss. He's pretty amazing. He's a pretty amazing CEO, I've got to say, like far better than any boss that I have in my other profession. So then there's recipes, there's meal plans, samples, there's tons of information in here. So then the lists, once again, are page by page, green, purple, red, all that sort of thing. All the containers are there. You can sub things out. I have almond milk every once in a while in my shake if I want to sub it out for a yellow. Wine, you can have wine. I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't drink nearly as much as I used to. Not that I had a problem, but we're busy and we just can't, I have 3-day hangovers now, guys, really. So I just don't. But when I am having a few drinks, I don't not have drinks because I don't have the yellows to substitute. And maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm real and I am transparent and I am a busy mom of 3 and I'm a teacher and I need wine. So I'm not necessarily saying to just not ever count it, but definitely if I'm having a night out and it's going to be more than like 1 or 2, definitely I save up some yellows and I plan for that. I definitely do that because otherwise it's just going to be added toxins in your body that you have to attribute some sort of giving up something to have that sort of thing. So those are some substitutions. And then there's recipes. Obviously water's free. There's some spices and stuff that are free foods. Okay, there's ways to make yummy waters, coffee, teas, all that, and all the supplements that we provide. So all that stuff is in there. So when you go into a different workout, that same thing would be there for that workout, okay? And of course, your workout calendar, all of this stuff you access the way that I just showed you. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back one screen to this dashboard-like thing. And if you come down here to workout sheets, it's on the left-hand side. You guys can see that. Oh, whoops. Okay, workout sheets. I'll show you where I went because I don't think you saw that. I clicked on workout sheets down here. And in here, depending on which program you're doing, Core de Force, Country Heat, 22-minute hardcore, Hammer and Chisel, and Sandy Max, you're gonna click on this. And then you can, oh, did I click on extreme? Oh, I didn't mean to click on extreme. Down here. 21-day fix and 21-day fix, those are digital. If you want to just do it online, well, or on the computer, or you can download these. So you can print this. It doesn't come out to be a full size, but this small, like this, can you see that? And you can write your target at the top. So I would write 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2 are my numbers on 21-day fix plan A. And then on day 1, meal 1 would be, I would check off what I've eaten. So for breakfast, I always have a red and a yellow. So I'll put a tally mark, 1, 1. And then by the end of the day, you want to make sure that these totals in here match the totals that are up here. Just another way to hold you accountable. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Hopefully all that makes sense. I'm going to share this video with all of you, and please ask any questions. And I mean that if you are brand new to our group, there are many of us who have had the exact same questions that you have, and I encourage you to ask away. Okay, have a great day. Stop.